Winners, butt kickers, champions in life. Vincent Rose here, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness, coming to you from my dining room. And I hope everybody is having an amazing day, an incredible evening, an awesome Tuesday, and getting ready to have a bad to the bone week and win at everything and all things that it is that you do. That being said, I wanted to record a message for you guys, and the title of this talk is Making an Impact is Greater Than Making a Profit. Right? We all have to earn a living in this thing called life. We all have to figure out a way to make money. We all have to figure out a way to pay the bills. We all have to figure out a way to put food on the table. We all have to figure out a way to live a comfortable life and do that whole deal, right? Is money the most important thing in life? Absolutely not. However, is it an important thing? A important thing in life? Yeah, it really is. Because I'll tell you this, money is not the key to happiness, but neither is being broke, right? You got to make money somehow. That being said, there's a lot of different ways you can go about creating income. And for those that follow the system of go to school, get good grades, trade those grades for a degree, trade that degree for a career, that's cool, but that's not really the people that I'm geared toward today. The message is geared towards tonight. However, you guys will fit into this as well. This is more geared towards people who are trying to figure out a way to supplement their income and create some type of financial producing opportunity for them in their downtime, right? There's more opportunities nowadays than ever before. People are figuring out ways to join all of these companies, right? That they can work part-time and they can create income over and above whatever it is that they do full-time. And the hopes is that they can do this for a long enough period of time and create enough extra income that they can eventually eclipse what it is that they're doing full-time, and they can work for themselves. They can be entrepreneurs. They can be business owners. They can own their own calendar. They can set their own time. They can do what it is that they want to do. And there's a lot of opportunities that are out there. Well, in the pursuit of doing that, I'll get back to the topic or the title of this message. Making an impact is much, 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 much greater than making a profit, right? There are a lot of profit-driven companies out there. And don't get me wrong, all companies better be profit-focused, because if they're not going to be around very long. You got to produce a profit. The whole point of getting into a business of your own is to be able to create income, right? That is one of the motivating factors behind it. But that being said, it shouldn't be the only motivating factor behind it. The only reason that you're doing something in your spare time in order to be able to create extra income shouldn't just be to create extra income. You shouldn't start viewing your friends, family, and loved ones, your coworkers, strangers that you come across at the gas station, as people that have dollar bills over their head. And if you can somehow, coerce them into your opportunity, you can make profit off of them. And unfortunately, there's too many companies nowadays that's pretty much the heartbeat behind what it is that they do. We're going to make a lot of money. Well, there's other ways to go about doing it, and you can focus on making an impact versus the dominant motivator behind what you're doing being making a profit. And here's my promise to you. If you'll focus on making an impact, if you'll focus on serving others, if you'll focus on bettering people's lives, if you focus on helping people become the strongest versions of themselves, if you focus on making a true difference in people's lives, a side effect for helping others is you yourself will be helped. A side effect for helping people win is you yourself will win. A side effect for helping people better their lives will be that you yourself have a better life. And so I'm going to encourage you guys that whenever you are doing whatever it is you do during the day to earn income, get it out of your head and put it in your heart. Because you can make money with your head. You can make lots of money using your mind. And it can be empty, it can be shallow, it can be non-fulfilling, it can be profit-focused, it can be, I don't care about anybody I'm doing business with. What's my bank balance look like? That's the world system of creating income. I have good friends that we're no longer even in communication anymore because the purpose and the calling behind what they're doing stayed in their head and it never dropped to their heart. But if you do drop from your head to your heart, it's not any longer a scenario where it's how can I make the most money off of people? It reaches a point where it's like, man, I have it in my heart to help people. I want to serve others. I want to make a difference. I want to make an impact. I want to leave a stamp. I want to help people to the best of my ability in whatever fashion that I can. Whatever your skill set is that you have, that you can bless others with, you do it. And by being a blessing in other people's lives, you yourself become blessed. There is a world system of creating income. And then there's a godly system of creating income. And both create income just fine. The difference is, how do you feel about yourself whenever you're laying your head on your pillow? Did you make profit off of people, but you didn't truly serve them? Or did you happen to make profit off of people, but you help those people better their lives? Look, here's my promise to you. You cannot give without receiving. You cannot sow without reaping. I didn't set this system up. I just follow it. And it works really, 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 really well. It truly is a fact that if you help enough other people get in life where they want, you by default will get in life what you want. So I'm going to recommend to you guys, man, search your heart and figure out a way to serve others. You don't have to do what it is that I do. Look, guys, listen to me. Each and every one of you has talents, abilities, skill sets, interests, things that you're talented at that I do not have. And everyone's gifts are different. When you were born with gifts that nobody else has but you. There's a stamp that you're supposed to leave on this world that no other person walking the planet can leave other than yours truly. And whatever those gifts are, because they're different from everybody else's, you can use those gifts, you can use those talents, you can use those abilities, you can use all of that stuff to help other people, serve other people, bless other people, help make other people stronger. And if you will start taking your gifts and sowing them into others and helping people, in return you will be helped. If you take those gifts and bless others, you yourself will be blessed. And I'm going to encourage you to do that. I do have an opportunity where I teach people how to do what it is that I do. What I do is not for everybody. You might not give 2, 3, 4 flips about fitness, and you don't have to, right? My passion is helping people get past the mental barriers in their life and achieve fitness goals that they might not have achieved unless they partnered with me. But that doesn't have to be what you're interested in, and I don't judge you if it's not. My calling is my calling. My business is my ministry. This is the work that God has told me to do, and I'm doing it every single day of my life with a cheerful spirit, and my mind and my heart are both in the right place, and I love serving others. But you don't have to do what it is that I do, but take what it is that you've been gifted with and bless others with it, and it will come down or come back, pressed down, shaken together, running over, back into your life. Do you need to make money? Yes, because money isn't going to make you happy, but neither is being poor. If you make enough money, you can send your kids to the schools that you want to send them to versus the ones that they can afford. If you make enough money, you can provide a lifestyle for your family that's safe versus this is the only thing we can afford. So I know every time my kid goes outside, I got to watch him like a hawk because the neighborhood isn't all that great. If you make enough money, whenever you see somebody that has a need, you can fill it. Want to know what you're not able to do? If you're out and about, you're at a restaurant, and somebody serves you to the highest level and they went above and beyond, and it's the best service you've ever had in your life, you can't tip somebody $50 with a $10 bill. And if you don't have it in your pocket, you can't bless them with it. I know some people are like, man, why are you talking about money? Money's the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. You want to know what money is? Truly, it's a magnifying glass. What do I mean by that? If I give you a bunch of money, I put a magnifying glass over you, and if you're a bad person, guess what you're going to do with your money? You're going to do bad things. But if I give you a bunch of money and you're a good person, what did I just do? I put a magnifying glass over you, and if you're a good person, you're going to do good things. We need good people with lots of money who can do good things. It's not so you can have the thickest steak, the car that rides the smoothest, the flippin' house that's the nice. It's not what it's about. It's about putting yourself in a position where you've succeeded at a level that others have not. For what? So you can say, I've succeeded. No, it's so you can help others succeed and bless others. That's the whole point. You can't give somebody something that you do not have. If somebody needs your help and they're drowning, but you yourself are drowning, a drowning person can't save a drowning person. You can't help somebody if you yourself are not helped. So what's the purpose? What's the point? You need to search your heart. You need to figure out what gifts, talents, and abilities God has given you. You need to invest your days using those gifts, talents, and abilities to serve others with, because here's a tip. There's an old book that I read. It's been around for a very long time. It's a bestseller, been around for years and years. And it says that your gift will make your way for you. And if you're blessing others with the things that you've been blessed with, that you were born with, you yourself in return will be blessed. So, do you need to make profit? Yes. Profit is good. But it should be the motivating factor. Should it be the motive behind everything that you do? Absolutely flippin' not. If you didn't know this, let me shed some light to you. The stuff inside of you always talks to the stuff inside somebody else. And if when you're talking to somebody, all you're looking at them as is a paycheck, even if you're saying all the right words, even if your posture is correct, even if you're not coming off that way, if that's what's in your heart is talking to theirs. And they're going to pick up on it immediately. It's just a sixth sense. You know when somebody's genuine. You know when somebody's sincere. You know when somebody is truly wanting to help you. And you know when somebody's just truly wanting to help you because there's a benefit to them in return. The stuff in your heart always talks to the hearts of others. So do you need to make a profit? You bet your frickin' butt you need to make a profit. But should that be the motivating factor behind your acts? No. The motivating factor behind your act should be, I feel loved because somebody up there loves me with a love that I don't even understand. And I'm so appreciative to it. And I'm so filled up with love in my own heart that I love others. Because he tells me to do that. Treat your neighbor as you treat yourself. Kind of a deal. The golden rule, right? And once you get it in your heart, once it gets out of your mind and it drops 9 inches to your heart and you start wanting to serve others and bless people, you just do that. And you be a good steward of the gifts and talents that God has given you. And eventually God looks down and goes, well done, good and faithful servant. There's a parable of the talents. God goes to one guy, gives him 5 talents. God goes to another guy, gives him 3 talents. God goes to another guy, gives him 1 talent. Or the master goes and gives 5 talents, 3 talents, 1 talent. And whenever he comes back, the guy with 5 talents, the master says, what do you have to show for yourself? And he said, here's 15. I've multiplied it. I took what you gave me. I blessed others with it, and I've produced a crop. And he looks at him, and I want to hear these words. God, I want to hear these words. Well done, good and faithful servant. Goes to the guy that he gave 3 talents. What do you have to show for yourself? He multiplied it. And he looks at him and he goes, well done, good and faithful servant. He goes to the guy that he gave 1 talent. And he said, what'd you do with it? And he said, well, I didn't use it to help anybody else with. I was kind of scared and I didn't want to lose it and I didn't want you mad at me, so I buried it in the sand. And here's your 1 talent that you gave me. Basically, I did nothing with it. I didn't multiply it, but I didn't lose it. I took what you gave me and I sat on it. He said, you wicked, lazy servant. When I stand before my Maker, it is my prayer that I don't have a talent left that everything that